Students, today we are going to discuss topic number 12 from your maths book. The name of this topic is measurement. So students, in this topic we are going to measure the things, or we are going to learn how to measure the things. Measurement, it is done, the measurement of length is done, then the measurement of weight is done, also measurement of capacity of some container is also done. So first we are going to discuss measurement of length. So in this subtopic measurement of length, we are having two more topics, that is comparing length and then measuring length. So students, comparison is done when at least two objects should be available. If one object is available, we cannot compare it with other. So here you can see I am having two pencils with me. The one is green in color and the other one is black in color. So since I have two objects available with, so we can easily identify that this green pencil is taller and this black pencil is shorter. So I can easily compare between these two pencils. Similarly, here you can see two lines are drawn. So we can easily identify, when we look at these lines, we can easily tell that this line is taller and this line is shorter. Similarly, here you can see two ladders are there. When you look at these ladders, I can say that this ladder is shorter and this is taller. So comparison between the length of objects can be done just by looking at them. But if we want to know the exact measurement or the exact length of some object, then we have to measure them. And for measuring the length, there are various ways. So in the olden days, the ways which were used for measuring the length of some object are like hand span, foot span, pace, cubit and finger. Hand span means the distance between my thumb and this little finger. This entire distance, here you can see this entire distance is called as the hand span. The next is foot span. So how is it done? The foot, the distance between the foot. So what is done? One foot is kept, again the next foot is kept, then the next foot is kept, and this way the foot span is counted. The next is pace. So pace is the distance between the two foots of human beings. Next is the cubit. So cubit is the distance between this tip of my finger up to this elbow. This distance is called as cubit. And the next is the finger. So this distance of the finger is considered also to measure the length. So students, these were used in the olden days to measure the length of some objects. Now I will show you the pictures of all these measuring patterns so that you can easily understand how these measurements are done with the help of these ways. So students, now I am going to show you how with the help of a hand span the measurement of some object was done. So you can see here, let us measure these board with the help of the hand span. So the hand span, this will be kept right at the end and I will start here. This point I will take second hand span, then the third hand span, then fourth hand span, fifth hand span, sixth hand span, and this seventh hand span does not get completed. It is just half. So I can say that this board is of 6.5 hand spans. Right students? Now let us move on to your textbook. Students, here you can see the various methods with the help of which measurement of length is done. So as I have shown you how the blackboard is counted making use of hand spans, the distance between the tip of the thumb to the tip of the little finger, it is one hand span, right? The next you can see foot span. So the distance between the tip of the toe to your heel, end of the heel, it is called as the foot span. The next is the finger. So the distance between the tip of the finger up to here, it is called as the measurement of finger. The next is the pace, the distance between the two legs. Here you can see when you are walking, the distance which comes between your two legs is called as one pace. Then comes the cubit. So the distance between the tip of your finger and your elbow, it is called as cubit. So in the olden days, people made use of all these methods to measure the length of some objects or measure the length of maybe some area, some land. All these methods were used. Students, this is exercise number 1 from your textbook. So here you can see length of the desk in your class. Now right now we are not in our class, so you can take the length of any table at your home and you have to measure it in your hand spans. Okay, the next is length of the blackboard in your class. So in the video I have shown you how much hand span it was. You can make use of cubits also here. The next is length of your classroom. Right now we are not in the class, so you can measure the length of your hall, the hall of your home. The next, length of the playground of your school, or you can measure the length of veranda of your house. You have to measure it in paces. So you have to solve this exercise. That is exercise number 1.